Hello again, everyone that's actually watching this piece of shit. I'm not gonna do a fucking intro because I think that shit's stupid and it does not fit me. So I'm just gonna fucking start reading this creepypasta. It's called Laughter.wmv. Ooh. Gee, I wonder what kind of creepypasta it is. Recently, I haven't heard from my friend for days. I went round his house and asked him why he was like this. This is what he told me. I used to be an avid brony. I kept up with all the episodes, watched all the popular fan-made works, and had many pieces of merchandise. Now all those memories are associated with nothing but pain. You may think that I am exaggerating, but I am not. All of my merchandise has been burnt. All those memories have been pushed into a dark corner of my mind, and I'm trying hard to forget them. Especially that one, Laughter.wmv. This is how it happened. I was on YouTube one day, just looking for pony videos. All the ones I could find had either been watched or were rubbish. I kept on refreshing the page out of boredom, hoping something new would pop up. Suddenly, there it was, a video named Laughter.wmv. It was in the featured section. It had 0 views. Curious, I clicked on it. The video was only a few seconds long. There was a picture of Pinkie Pie resting her hooves on the bar at the bottom of the video. Somehow, her hooves were actually going over the bar and on top of the page. But that might have just been me. The only movement was her lips saying the words. She said, "Check your desktop," and gave a small giggle. Then the video ended. I sat back for a moment, wondering whether it was possible for a YouTube video to change my computer background. I minimized my browser, Google Chrome, and looked at the background. Nope, there was nothing different. I was about to continue surfing the web when I noticed a new shortcut. The icon was a Pinkie Pie face, and the name was Laughter.wmv. My eyes widened in belief. How was it possible? I was wary of the new file and opened up a program I used to scan files for viruses. I checked the file with it. At first, it scanned normally, but then an error message came up. Error. File is HIOHGJDEK and then it kept on going, line after line of nonsensical gibberish. I panicked and quickly closed the program. I had never seen that happen before. I was scared and decided immediately to delete the file. However, when I right-clicked the file and clicked delete, the file opened. "No! Delete!" I screamed at my laptop, shaking it and trying to close Windows Media Player. It didn't work. I tried starting Task Manager, pressing Ctrl-Alt-Delete, but all my attempts were fruitless. The mouse was frozen. The keyboard was not responding. I had to try harder. I pressed down the shutdown button and unplugged the power. When even that didn't work, I took out the battery. My heart skipped a beat when the computer kept on running. It was impossible. Slowly, I put the battery back in. Then the moment I dreaded arrived. The file started to play. I calmed down when I had just heard laughter, which sounded like Pinkie Pie's, but then it started to get creepy. You know those colors that randomly move around when you play music? Well, they were no longer random. They were all pink, and arranging to form a very familiar face. Pinkie Pie was laughing. The colors grew clearer and clearer every second. Soon it was very high in quality, as good as quality as in the episodes. Then Pinkie Pie placed a hoof out of my monitor onto the keyboard. It was unbelievable. The party pony was climbing out of my monitor, laughing all the while. It was almost magical. A dream had come true. I had always wanted one of the ponies to come into real life. I reached a hand out and grasped Pinkie's hoof. She was still laughing. But then she started moving backwards, back into the computer screen. I didn't want it to disappear. My dream was turning into a nightmare. I tried to let go of the hoof, but somehow my hand was stuck and I couldn't move. I screamed and shouted, squirming and moving, but the pony was still steadily heading back into the monitor and taking me with her. The laughter was still continuing, and I hated the sound now. wanting to block my ears from the horrible noise, but my hands wouldn't budge. Just as I was about to vanish forever, it stopped. I fell to the floor, sweating, my heart racing. I looked at the computer screen. The Windows Media Player had options came up. Play again, it read. Hell no. I was relieved to see that I could move my hands again, and even more when the mouse moved as well. I closed the player and went to delete the file. Much to my surprise, the file was gone. There was no trace of it ever being there. My computer operating as normal, the keyboard was working, and it shut down normally. But then I remembered the YouTube video. I had to warn others of this virus, or file, or whatever it was. I went to Chrome and checked my history. There was a video. I clicked on it. However, when I did this, it did not go to YouTube. It went to some other website, but somehow the address was not shown in the address bar. It was blank. But there was still content, even though all there was a picture of Pinkie Pie, the same one used in the video, only this time instead of audio, there was text next to her. It's not over yet, it said. And I shut down my computer, terrified. The next day, I had a huge bonfire in the backyard. I threw all of my pony-related items into the flames, and they slowly dissolved into ashes. For a moment I hesitated, then threw my laptop, along with the charger and headphones, into the fire. I hate laughter and all things My Little Pony. Just saying this makes me scared. This is why I now live in isolation, disconnected from the rest of the world. This is a desperate warning to you. If you ever see a video on YouTube called Laughter.wmv, don't click on it. It might just be the same one I clicked on that fateful day. Okay, before anyone gets into it, was the British accent necessary? Yes, it was definitely necessary. It makes it sound more creepier. Don't you think? That was Laughter.wmv. If you want to read it yourself, do your own video or some shit, I don't fucking know. You can find the link in the description. Alright. I'm outie. Peace!